This is Coal LLC. Your aim of the game is to mine resources, get rich, hire lots of workers, upgrade your character, upgrade your workers, promote them. There's a lot to this game even though it looks very basic. Start off with nothing and there's a few NPCs you can talk to. A few of them will have side quests and they need to be completed that day. If not, nothing really happens, but you can't complete them the next day. There's multiple days to this. And the whole resources below respawns every day, so it's completely random. Not completely, but it is random. And there's going to be a lot of coal. Coal's your main objective resource, and you need a certain amount of coal every single day. You have a quota to meet, but there is a mode which disables quotas, so you can go at your own pace, as it can be a little bit stressful and very hard to meet some of these quotas. Once you get enough coal and you've met the quota, it is better just to end the day because you're not really going to get too much more money mining resources. So you can end the day early, or you can just do what you want and the day will end, but you will need to deposit the resources. If not, it doesn't count towards anything. So you deposit the resources, deposit the coal, end the day, and then you get your money. You've delivered this much coal, you're going to get this much money. And you don't have a lot of unlocks to begin with. I think it's 500 coins or 1,000. I think it's 500 to hire your first worker, and it's 1,000 to hire the collector, which collects the items. Very good. But you're going to not want to do that because the miner's going to mine slow, and then you and your miner won't be able to mine enough resources to keep up the quota. So this is where bombs come in. You've got to buy bombs. And what I actually did once is I bought a few bombs, placed them down, got a lot of resources. Then I got no way to go back up because I didn't buy any ladders or platforms. So I was just stuck down there and I had to restart. So you're going to want lots of platforms. Maybe not even platforms. I didn't use one single platform, but it's good to have them. And a lot of ladders, a lot of ladders. You can right click or control right click, shift right click, I forget, to buy multiple at once. I think this is a little silly. Let me shift left click to buy 5 at a time, just for example. When you have these bombs, there's multiple different bombs. There's the smaller bombs, which some of them don't even mine for you. They will only damage the rock. You've got to have 2 of them to actually explode the rocks for you. You get bigger bombs, which can explode a whole radius, and that's where the juicy materials come in. And you need ladders to get out. You only need to do this for 1 or 2 days, and then you can hire some workers and get a good little automation setup going. It's good to have a few miners. Miners are really slow though, you're not really going to meet your quota, but it's good to have a few of them just so they can be mining stuff that you're not. Really good for when you run out of bombs. And the collector, which is one of the most important ones, they will fly to collect materials and then deposit them back. They aren't the most smart people that you've ever met. Like, they're a little slow and they need to be on a full inventory to go back to the deposit, so it doesn't always work in your favor, but they are still great. At some point in time you're going to want to promote these miners. Now you can't actually promote the very basic miners, but you can fire them and you'll get some money back. You need to hire different miners and then you can promote those miners, and the miners will be the exact same. It's just they might hit more powerful mine rock quicker, and they might do it quicker too. There's obviously not just coal, there's different resources. I think the first day you ever start, there's an NPC that demands, I forget the number, like 100 or 60 iron ore. So you've got to do that on top of the coal. I've never been able to do it. I don't know how you would do it because you start with 0 money, so you can't buy bombs yet. I don't think it's even possible to mine 40 or 30 coal, however much it is. I think it's 40 coal and then a lot of iron ore, but whatever. You can get iron ore, you can sell it. There's no way to actually smelt it to my knowledge. You can just deposit it and sell it. You can get copper ore. You can get some other resources which I forget the name of, but they look green and they look blue. And best of all, interestingly of all, you can get chests which are surrounded by blocks which are really hard to mine. But they are possible to mine just with the basic pickaxe, no upgrades. They are possible. It's just going to take us some time, and you don't have much time in a day. I think it might even be 1 minute or something. Now these chests will give you items which you can sell and deposit, or they will give you permanent or run permanent stat upgrades. So your character might be able to move faster, or your workers might be able to mine 3% faster, some stuff like this. There's multiple options. You get 3 options that you can select from, and obviously there's multiple chests, so late game, mid game, you're going to want to bomb towards these chests and get yourself some nice upgrades. It plays really great, the sounds are pretty great, you can mine from a reasonable far distance, so you can probably mine 5 blocks high when your character's only 1 block tall, so you've got crazy range on this character. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, there are some negatives. Actually, there's one big negative. The UI is really bad, and it's just bad. All the UI is bad. The upgrade menu, it works, it's functional, you can see what you want to do, but it's a little overwhelming because you see all the upgrades at once, but it's not too overwhelming because they are locked. However, it just looks bad. And the character upgrade menu, bad. Everything UI related is bad. The settings menu is bad. It's all bad, but the gameplay is really fun and it's all functional. If you can look past the UI, which you're not going to see, you'll only really see between days when you can upgrade and buy stuff, but you are going to be using that UI every single day, but you're not playing with it. You don't really see too much of it when you're actually playing in a run, but runs don't last that long, which means you're going to be seeing the UI more and more. Yeah, the UI sucks. That's really the only negative. I played this game a lot longer than I thought I would play this game. It's really addictive. It's got a charm to it. You're going to end a run and not be disappointed and defeated. You're going to end a run and immediately want to go back in for more. As for the progression and unlocks, there's a little small progression actually in the default map, in the default game mode. There's 3 game modes. There's a peaceful game mode, one where you've got no quotas, and then your regular one where you've got quotas to meet. But anyway, under this mining area, the deeper you go, the different or hard resources that will appear. So you do want to go deep. But as for the real progression, there's different maps. There's a lot of different maps and content to unlock. By the way, if you survive a certain amount of days, the first one is 15 days to unlock the second map, and then you can keep going from there. There's tons of maps. And there's also character cosmetics, which you will unlock. I think it's again by completing days and surviving for X amount of time, you can unlock some character cosmetics. Later in the game too, you won't be using your pickaxe to mine. You're going to have guns and ammo to use. There are pickaxe upgrades that you can do, so instead of like hitting 1 block and mining 1 block, there's a range or a radius around it. And there's also jetpacks. I forgot to completely mention that. There's jetpacks and you can fly, but obviously the main focus is getting automation going, hiring a bunch of workers, getting those workers to work for you, hiring a bunch of collectors, and it just automates the process. It's going to be, in the early game, it's going to be a lot slower, but you're going to get there. You can help the process if you just place a few bombs down and let your collector put those materials up into the deposit. So how much content hours worth does this game have? I don't know because I've not 100% it, but I'm going to tell you it's a lot. Just because of the progression and unlocks. So in one single run, you're going to get a good amount of content, but then you could do this run the exact same on the same map, or you could do it on different maps, and there's so much content here. You're definitely going to get the price worth. I just want to point out there, this game is cheap for the content that you do get. I understand the graphics are not the greatest thing you've ever seen. They actually might not even be good to your standards, but it's a really fun game to play, and also the UI sucks to my standards, but it's really fun to play and it's addictive. I 110% recommend you go and check this game out. There is a demo for this game on Steam, however it's not in the fancy green demo format on Steam. You're gonna have to, it's on the right side, you scroll down a bit, it's gonna say download PC demo. It's really hidden. Steam needs to fix this, but there's a demo for this game. I didn't know that. I bought the game, have the game, it's really good. Buy the game, by the way. So yeah, this game's great, it's going under great. There's a few adjustments it needs, UI, but that's probably never getting fixed. And, well, it's mainly just the UI for me. The balances are great, by the way. The balance is really good. However, the progression, the second day, you can just buy like 3 or 4 bombs, and then you're going to get a boatload of money. But you will also be spending a boatload of money, so it balances it out. Anyway, go and get this game, at least give it a try, give the demo a try. It's a really fun game. I enjoyed it. I went into this thinking it could be cool, and went out thinking this is amazing. So definitely recommend it. Go and check it out. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.